Hello and welcome to Daily News from Al-Jawadayn TV. Headlines: a review of the latest activities related to the religious authority in different parts of the world. Mourning rituals for the first 10 days of Muharram were held at the house of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom. The governor of Karbala met with the director of the Public Relations Center of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office. Centers affiliated with the religious authority around the world continue to host mourning ceremonies for Imam Hussein. Muharram mourning ceremonies at the residence of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Qom. On the 7th day of mourning for the tragedy of the Ahlul Bayt, ceremonies marking the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, were held at the residence of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Qom. The ceremonies, held in the presence of His Eminence, included participation from scholars, seminary teachers, students, and believers from across Islamic countries. After speeches focused on Imam Hussein's uprising and the Hussaini traditions, the participants engaged in elegies and lamentations. The House of the Religious Authority will continue hosting these ceremonies in Persian and Arabic twice daily for 13 consecutive days. Viewers can watch the events live via Al-Jawadayn TV, Shia satellite channels, the Al-Shirazi app, and TV boxes. Activities at the office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala. The office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Hussaini Shirazi in Karbala welcomed a group of devout youth on the 4th of Muharram 1447. The meeting centered on serving Imam Hussein and promoting his remembrance. Mourning ceremonies, which began on the first day of Muharram and continue until the 13th, include Quran recitation by Hajj Mustafa al-Sarraf and speeches by scholars such as Sheikh Mazan al-Tamimi. Hussaini mourning in Biyaqout, Lebanon, with a speech by Ayatollah Shirazi's representative. Sheikh Jalal Ma'ash, representative of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Hussaini Shirazi, delivered a speech during the Muharram welcoming ceremony at the High Islamic Cultural Council in Biyaqout, Beirut. Attended by Shia mourners, this event emphasized the significance of preserving the Hussaini rituals and their role in Islamic awareness. Governor of Karbala meets with Director of the Religious Authorities Public Relations Center. Sayyid Arif Nasrullah, Director of the Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Karbala, received Karbala's Governor Haj Nasif al-Khattabi and his accompanying delegation. Discussions included preparations for Arbaeen and improving services for pilgrims. Nasrullah praised the governor's efforts in infrastructure development and expressed hope that Karbala could soon accommodate 100 million pilgrims during Arbaeen. Hussaini activities by the Amir al-Mu'mineen Mawkib in Diyala, Iraq. The Amir al-Mu'mineen Mawkib, affiliated with the religious authority in the Sharifat area of Diyala province, is conducting Muharram programs in 1447 AH. Events include Quran recitation, religious speeches, mourning processions, and other Ashura-related activities. Anwar al-Jawadayn Institute in Baghdad continues to host mourning ceremonies. The Anwar al-Jawadayn Institute in Baghdad, affiliated with the religious authority, continues to hold nightly mourning ceremonies during the first 10 days of Muharram 1447. These events begin with Quran recitation, followed by lectures by Sheikh Muhammad al-Zubaydi on the teachings of Ashura, and end with elegies. Report on social and cultural activities of the Najaf al-Ashraf Center in the holy city of Najaf. As part of its ongoing cultural and artistic initiatives in Najaf, the Najaf Center for Strategic Studies, affiliated with the religious authority, hosted Dr. Sinan al-Azawi and Dr. Yahya Ibrahim, along with their accompanying delegation. In collaboration with the artistic group Al-Masar, the two artists conducted several specialized workshops in directing and acting. Additionally, this center held the monthly session of the Iraqi Folk Literature Poets and Writers Association, titled The Eternal Message of Karbala, attended by a number of renowned poets from across the country. Public participation in mourning ceremonies at the office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kabul. During the first 10 days of Muharram 1447, the office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Hussaini Shirazi in Kabul has been hosting mourning gatherings for Imam Hussein, peace be upon him. These spiritual events are attended by religious, cultural, and social figures, as well as large groups of devout followers of the Ahlul Bayt. Director of the Religious Authorities Office in Basra attends mourning ceremony in Ashar. As part of the continued active presence of the religious authorities representatives in Muharram commemorations, Sheikh Nazar al-Hassan, Director of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra, attended a mourning ceremony held at the Diwan of Sheikh Saad al-Ruwaimi in the al-Ashar area. His participation reflects the religious authorities' commitment to reviving the traditions of Imam Hussain, peace be upon him, and supporting the servants of the Ahlul Bayt across Iraq. Shias of Bahrain commemorate Muharram at Matam al-Sakin. In observance of the first 10 days of Muharram 1447, the Shia Muslims in Bahrain have gathered at the Matam al-Sakin to commemorate the martyrdom of Imam Hussain, peace be upon him. The ceremonies are held under the supervision of Sheikh Abdul Shayd al-Sitrawi, representative of the religious authority. Sheikh Muhammad Ali al-Mahfouz delivers lectures explaining the Ashura uprising and sufferings of the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. These programs will continue through the 13th of Muharram. Ongoing Muharram mourning ceremonies at the Imam Hussain Hussainiya in Beirut. Mourning ceremonies for the first 10 days of Muharram 1447 continue at the Imam Hussain bin Ali Sayyid Shahada Hussainiya in Beirut, Lebanon. This center, affiliated with the religious authority, welcomes dozens of mourners each night. Sheikh Muhammad Hussain Na'ash and Mushtaq al-Khadam lead the commemorations with lectures and elegies honoring Imam Hussain, peace be upon him. Ashura, the axis of global awakening in the thought of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. In the statements of the prominent religious authority, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadr Hussaini Shirazi, the tragedy of Ashura is described as the peak of guidance and awakening for humanity, a historical event that not only must never be forgotten, but should be kept alive through every available means. Drawing on Islamic traditions, His Eminence emphasizes that the reward for those who remind others of the calamities of the Ashura and move them to tears is paradise and ultimate salvation. He stresses the need for the collective effort in serving these sacred Hussaini rituals, stating that this service should take the form of supporting the Ashura movement, reviving the reformist mission of Imam Hussain, peace be upon him, and participating materially, physically, and verbally in raising the Hussaini banner. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi believes that Ashura belongs to all of humanity, and that true guidance for people passes through the path of Karbala. Accordingly, he considers directing the attention of global public opinion toward the Hussaini school of thought as a duty equivalent to a collective obligation. He also points to the role of Imam Sajjad, peace be upon him, and Lady Zainab, peace be upon her, in conveying the message of Ashura, and regards the use of modern media and global languages as key to spreading the culture of the Ahlul Bayt. His Eminence warns that the goals of Imam Hussain and the sacrifices of his companions must not be forgotten. Rather, we must draw the lessons of Ashura to reform ourselves and our societies and always stand by the truth.